What if I told you that there's something that you carry with you everywhere you go that reveals more about you than you realize? You carry it to the kitchen table, to the classroom, to the grocery store, into every room you go into. And every time you use it, people make guesses about who you are. That thing is your voice. Not the words you use, but the sound of your voice. Research actually shows that before you've even finished saying the word hello, people are already assessing, are you kind? Are you competent? Can they trust you? Are you confident? All based on the sound of your voice. You've probably noticed the way that you talk with your friend, your best friend after school, sounds different than the way that you talk to your teacher, which is different than the way that you talk with your friends, which is different than you talk with somebody at the grocery store that you're just meeting for the first time. So which one is your real voice, and what does your voice say about you? We're actually born connected to our real voice. When you think about it, we scream, we yell, we sing, we coo. We're not thinking, oh, did that sound too much? Was that silly? Was that too loud? We're just who we are, connected. That is your true voice. But along the way, we learn how to sound. We learn from our friends, we learn from our family, we learn from movies, we learn from social media, we learn from television shows. And we learn based on what we think makes us sound accepted, makes us sound confident, makes us sound like we belong. And we shift and we shape how we sound. Maybe we sound really sweet and really kind because that's agreeable. Or maybe we talk with vocal fry because that's cool. I know you guys know some people who do that. Or maybe you finish your sentences with an up note when you're not really asking a question, but it sounds like a question. I get that a lot. People say, hi, my name is Sonnet. Like, I don't know the name of my own name. Or maybe you talk really loud and really fast because you think that is powerful and that is confidence. None of these are flaws. They're just adaptations. They're the ways that we've learned to be in the world. They're vocal habits, they're vocal patterns. But the thing is, over time, they become the way we talk, and it disconnects us from our true speaking voice. And when we're disconnected from our true speaking voice, we start to lose a bit of our authenticity, a bit of who we really are, what really makes an impact in every room. So I'm here today to talk to you about the power of your true voice and how that is the key to true belonging, to true confidence, to really finding your room. Because true confidence and true belonging doesn't come from changing who you are so that you're accepted. It comes from being who you are in every room you walk into. So I'm going to give you guys some examples of the way that your sound can change the way people interpret who you are. Okay? So you're in math class, teacher calls on you. Maybe not you, different student. Teacher calls on a different student, says, what's the answer? The student says, the answer is 75? What does that tone tell us? Maybe they're unsure, uncertain. Maybe they are certain of the answer, but they don't feel confident enough to claim it and own it and use their voice. So let's say the exact same words, different tone. Teacher says, what's the answer? Student says, the answer is 75. The answer is 75. Maybe they're even a little nervous talking about it, but they sound connected, they sound grounded, maybe ready to learn, just who they are. Same words, different meaning. I'm going to give you another one. After school, soccer practice, a new kid joins the team. The kid says, "Hi, I'm new. I'm so excited. I can't wait to join the team. You guys are amazing." Or, "Hey, I'm new. I can't wait to join your team. You guys are amazing." Different meanings. The first one, you're kind of like, "Whoa, that's a little bit abrasive in my face." Second one, you're like, "Okay, cool. Let's go play." They're connected. Maybe they're even a little nervous, but they're ready to connect and be who they really are. And that is the power of your real voice. When you're connected, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be polished. Everybody has vocal patterns, okay? I have sung on stages like the Hollywood Bowl, like Disney Concert Hall, live on national television, and still, when I get up to speak, I get nervous. And I used to go into my nice and polished voice. And what I noticed is that it didn't connect with my audience because they can tell that it wasn't who I really was. I wasn't really being me. And so there's a block between us. People don't actually want perfect, thank goodness. They don't want polished. Research backs that up. We know, think about the characters we love in television shows. Think about your favorite characters in a play or in a book that you read. It's not the perfect person. It's the flawed, real, honest person. Thank goodness we don't have to be perfect and polished. Okay, I'm going to share a story that's really going to help get this point across. After college, I go to my first real job interview in person. And I go to the interview, the lady's asking me some questions, and I remember I giggled a lot, kind of looked around, and I definitely was speaking in my high, sweet voice. Yeah, like this, okay. I got a call back. She called me back. She said I did so poorly in my interview that she'd like to give me some interview tips. I am so serious. I was like, okay, I better take her up on that. I better go and get these tips. So I went, sat with her, wasn't in interview mode anymore. I just was sitting with her, talking, my normal voice, connecting with her. By the end of the interview, she said, "You know what? I think you can handle this job. You've got the job." And I got the job. My voice was different. I was who I am. I was flawed. I was just me. And that's what connected to her. That's what connects in every room we go into. Okay, so how do you know if you're using your real voice? How do you know how to come back to your true voice? I'm going to give you a tip here today that you can use in any room before the teacher calls on you, before you meet somebody new, before your first job interview. And it's the exhale. Very simple. Not a simple little tiny exhale, but a real full body, complete exhale to where you can't squeeze one more pinch of air out. And then you'll feel your body really expand, really inhale from that space. And from there we say, "Hello, my name is Sonnet." I'm going to do it for you. You guys can join in if you want. We're going to exhale all the air out. And from there we inhale. "Hi, I'm Sonnet." It's grounded, it's connected, it's imperfect. My voice even just cracked. It's fine. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being polished. It's about being who we are in every room you go into. Because the world is going to pull you a lot of different directions. It's going to make you wonder, who should I be and what should I sound like? So how do you come back to who you really are in all of those situations? You come back to your voice. Because your voice is like a fingerprint. Nobody else has your voice. And the amazing thing is you don't have to create it. You already have it. You just have to stay connected to it. I want you to remember this. The most powerful voice in any room is the voice that is truly yours. Thank you.